Hi guys, so I wanted to pop on and give you a quick easy tutorial on how to apply the decals. So I make these permanent decals that then get applied to mugs and coffee cups, any hard surface. But I know a lot of people have ordered just the decals so that I could send it to them in the mail and then they can apply it to their own mug at home. So I wanted to give you a demo on how to do it so that you have the longest wear and durability for the product. So this is just rubbing alcohol. I keep it in this little container just for convenience because it's nice and small and it fits on my desk. So what you want to do is you want to clean your surface really well. So I recommend cleaning with rubbing alcohol. And if you're doing like a large art project, then you're going to want to make sure you cover the entire portion or clean the entire portion with the rubbing alcohol. So you're just going to go all the way around, making sure that it's nice and clean. And then you also want to make sure that it's dry. So generally what I'll do is just take another cotton and just go back around to make sure that it's dry. So you will receive your decal and then you're going to want to, and it's going to come on a white back. So it's going to look like this. So you have your clear carrier sheet. Can you see that? The clear carrier sheet, the white page, and the decal. And all of that is on this clear carrier sheet. So this side here is not the sticky side, this side is in the back. So the way that you apply things is now that everything is dry, you want to make sure that it's lint free. So I'm just gonna take another quick wipe and check it to the light. Yeah, looks decent. Again, for me, I'm gonna be removing this pretty quickly because I'm not gonna leave this on this mug. Actually, you know what I'll do? Is I'll put it on this jar so that you can see. So what I'm going to do quickly is just wipe this down so that you can see, and that'll show up really well. So again, you're taking your decal. Everybody's that's ordered them receives them. They look like this. Just because it may look dirty or linty, I like to lint my carrier sheets so that they're not as sticky because they tend to leave a little bit of adhesive on your decal and that can be kind of a pain to clean off. So don't worry about that because that's not part of your permanent vinyl. It's only part of the carrier sheet. So you're going to take your product that you're going to be applying your decal to and you're just going to lay it on there, and you want to lay it in a sweeping motion to reduce any air bubbles. And what you're going to do is you're just going to work that in to make sure that it is nice and smooth and adhered to your surface. And you're just going to keep smoothing it out. And you're going to pull from one corner, and you're going to pull slow, and you'll watch what you're doing. Make sure that nothing's lifting up. If you see something lift up, just push the carrier sheet back down, push to make sure it's adhered all the way, and then continue on. And then you can just lightly pull your carrier sheet off. And when you do that, you end up with a clean carrier sheet. So, and you can just toss that carrier sheet, but then you're left with your decal on your item. So if you're noticing that there's bubbles, maybe there's a big one, you can try and push them out with your thumb. So generally, just pushing like this and smoothing will move the bubble to the edge. If it's really big and you can't get it to move, I suggest taking a needle, giving it one tiny poke, and that little tiny hole, you should be able to push some of that air out of. So if you're left with a big air bubble that you cannot push out, that is what I suggest. And be careful if you're applying to like a stick, plastic or something, you don't want to go through the plastic. But glass, generally, you can give it a nice hard poke and then just work that air bubble out. So you can see that this decal is now applied. What I like to do when I am gifting or creating custom pieces, is I like to then clear coat these, and I use a high gloss clear coat made for glass, and you could buy that at any hardware store, and I generally give them about 3 to 4 coats depending on the detail of the item that is applied to the surface. So it's not necessary. It's just an added precaution that I like to do for products. I have added it to coffee cups and mugs for myself and have not sealed them, and they've held up just fine. Again, you want to hand wash with a non-abrasive cleansing cloth, so like a sponge or a washcloth or one of those cleaning foam brush things, but not a scouring pad or anything like that. So this is what you're left with. Pretty simple. And don't be afraid to comment and ask questions if you need additional assistance, but that is exactly how you apply a decal to a hard surface. And if you're going to be layering them, you would just do one piece and then the next piece, and just take your time working out those air bubbles. Hope that was helpful.